It's a long time since I've done a video. I think it was about 2 months since my last video. That's because I haven't really done much trading. I've done bits and bats here and there, but I've just closed a trade that 2 weeks ago I was £500 up in profit that day. And I thought I'd just push it and see if it would go a little bit higher. And within that time, it didn't. It dropped. And I thought, okay, it's just going to do a retest and go back up. And it didn't. It kept dropping. And at one point, I was £1,000 in drawdown. And I thought, it's fine, it'll go back up. Didn't put a stop loss because I usually trail my stop losses. So as soon as it gets in profit, I will trail it and follow it up. But I didn't. I actually don't know why I didn't now, because it was like 2 weeks ago, but I didn't trail my stop loss. And I was £500 in profit. Anyway, I didn't trail my stop loss. At one point, I was £4,200 in drawdown. I think that's the biggest drawdown I've had. But then I was kind of at a stage, well, what do I do? Do I let it keep dropping? Do I just close out and cut my losses? But I held it. And I held it, and slowly but surely it's gone back up. And I've just closed it. It's just gone back in profit today. And the crazy thing is, when I set this trade, originally 2 weeks ago, my take profit was 800 and some pound, and I'd got to £500 in profit, and I thought, no, it's going to hit my take profit at 800, and I think it was £829 for that day. That's all I wanted, £829, and I ended up 4,200 and some drawdown last week or the week before. It was so painful. So painful. Anyway, it's just gone back in profit. I've closed it at £106 profit. My take profit was still there at 800 odd quid, which I'm sure it will hit. But after sitting watching it go down to 4,000 and some drawdown last week, I cut out. It's Friday. That has been the hardest emotional thing, because I was so mad with myself because I always trail my stop loss, and I didn't. And yeah, but anyway, it's closed in profit. Not my take profit, but I closed it at £106 profit. Anyway, lesson learned. The one thing I have learned through having to hold this for the last 2 weeks is, and I think it's a big lesson, I was like chasing the big money because I was hitting like 4,000 trades, like £1,000 a day, £500 a day, £4,000 weeks. And I think I just got a bit greedy. And I also think because gold a few months ago was so easy to trade because it was just on this massive bull run, you didn't really have to think about it because it was just going up and up and up. So every day you could just jump in and press buy and you'd make money. And obviously things have changed within the US government shutdown, and I think that's when, no, I can't remember when, I think this trade I've been holding for about 2 weeks, I'd say. And I've just kept seeing it going down and down and down. It's so painful. It's so painful to watch. But I held out and I've just taken my £106 profit. But yeah, that's what I was going to say. The thing I've learned in this process of waiting for my money to go back up for 2 weeks is it's not really about the big money. It's not really about chasing the massive amount, because the panic that I was going through when I was losing this £4,000 was, oh my gosh, if this don't work, what if I have to get a 9 to 5 job? What if, not that it had blown my account, I wouldn't have let it blow my account, you know, I'd still be able to trade, but things like that go through your mind. What if my account blows? What if I actually have to get, what if I'm tied to a 9 to 5 job? I don't want to be tied to a 9 to 5 job. So it's kind of made me realise that it's not really about the big money. Yeah, the big money's nice, but for me, I think trading, and the reason why I started it, is the freedom. Is the freedom to not be tied to a 9 to 5. It's the freedom to be able to do what I want when I want, earn my money on a morning, and have the rest of the day to myself. Because I homeschool my daughter, and we've just bought a camper van, which I may do a tour on the camper van. And it's the freedom more than anything for me, rather than chasing the big. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, £2,000 that I can earn in half an hour trading is amazing, but so is, if I only make £50 that day, so is £100 that day. You know, £4,000 months are nice, but so is £1,000 a month, or £2,000 a month, or, you know, realistically, all I need to earn to pay my bills and things is, what, £1,300 a month, and then whatever I want to spend. That's realistically. Obviously, I am aiming for higher, but, and I could do higher, because, you know, generally it's you know, £4,000 weeks, £1,000 weeks, £4,000 a month. It differs, but it's made me realise to not chase the big money so much, because when I opened that trade, I was £500 in profit, and I pushed it, and I've just had to sit for 2 weeks, not being able to put another trade on because my margin wasn't big enough. So I've just had to sit and watch this drawdown go down to 4,000, whatever it was, minus 4,000 something. And that were hard. So that's the reality of not using a stop loss, or not at least trailing your stop loss. I don't know why I didn't trail my stop loss, but anyway, I will do next time. So yeah, I can get back in. I can jump back in on Monday when the market's open again, and just remember, it's more about the freedom. More about the freedom of not being tied to a 9 to 5. More about the freedom of being able to go travel in my camper van, and don't chase so much. It's one of the hardest things when you start making really good money. You chase it. It's like, it's crazy, you know. A year ago, when I was selling my clothes, I was making, you know, £1,000 a month, and now we're happy with it. And now I can make £1,000 in a day, and for some reason I'm not satisfied with that. I'm chasing more. Like, what is that? What actually is that? You know, £1,000 a day. Jesus Christ! Last year, if you'd have told me that, I wouldn't have believed you. So yeah, stop chasing, because honestly, seeing your account minus £4,000 is just like, makes you feel a bit sick. But anyway, I closed in profit, £106 in profit. I thought, I'm taking that. Closing it. It's Friday. Markets are shutting soon anyway. Start again Monday.